so weird. There's a lot of very confusing things happening. Anyway, so if you hear a double or like an echo or something, let me know. But I did fix it. I think one of my scenes just won't play music for some reason. That's okay. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I decided to go live today because there's some stuff I want to talk about. Some serious, crazy stuff. As if we're not mad enough. As if we're not mad enough, there's more crap to be mad about. How's it going? What's up, Bart Dessert? I always say that funny. Bart Dessert. Wait, shouldn't I have like a chat highlight so you guys can see yourself? That'd be nice. I know you're there. Let me figure this out. Media, chat highlight. Okay, so I want that in this one. Media, chat, bam, there you are. Ha. Sometimes I want to highlight what you guys say because it's really cool. Sometimes. Cool. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Audio a little loud, or you too low? Oh, so the music's too loud? You say audio, but I don't. That could mean a lot of things. So yeah, I'm unsure what the hell is going on with the audio there, but I'll get it figured out. So, can you hear the music now when I play it? Because I can't. Oh yeah, I can. All right. You should be able to hear it when I play it. Anyway, so let's see. Does it match now? Does it seem like it's even? The music was loud. Yeah, it's tough for me to know until I go back and... Never mind, you're good. Did I change it? Did it work? Is it worked out? I will turn it down just to make sure. Yeah. Music's off. Can you hear the music now? I know it's a little lag. I wanted to test this out before 2 o'clock, so it's all good. So you can't hear the music right now? Or you can? Just want to make double sure. You know what? A thumbs up doesn't really tell me much. Okay, I can hear it now. All right, yeah. All right, cool. So anyway, yeah, sometimes I just gotta turn on my phone and let my glasses play to see. It's difficult when you don't have monitors, right? Sucks. Anyway, cool. Bit of a delay between your comments. Yeah, that's not really something we can fix right now. It is. I know it's a little slow. I wish I could go in and like change it right now, but you can't once you've gone live, which really sucks. Somebody tell me what's happening to my channel. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Okay, all right. That's good news. All right, so today we're going to cover a lot of things. But most of all, we're going to cover what you saw in the, whoa, that's a bit of a risky thumbnail, or, profile picture. Today we're going to cover what you saw in the, I'm disassociating, in the thumbnail. Copyright stuff, a lot of, like, really ridiculous copyright stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about this guy real quick. I don't mean to put him on blast, but he says, tell me please, let's look at his channel. Okay, what's wrong with it? It's just AI generated stuff. YouTube doesn't really... Yeah, I've seen like a lot of channels like this. YouTube wants original content. They want new things that a billion people aren't doing. And so, I'm sorry, but like it'll work for a little while and then YouTube catches up and they're like, oh yeah, we don't really want that on the platform. And that's what has happened with this one. And from now on, you'll probably deal with that. So I'm sorry, AI content just doesn't like resonate on the platform very well. And it's not your fault for falling into this. It sucks, man. It really does. There are a lot of people out there that say you can make a bunch of money with AI content. You can't. I'm sorry. And then somebody says ranker, please. I'm going to assume you make ranking content. I will give you the exact same talk I'm giving this person. You're just ranking other people's content. It's not original. That's the deal. Sorry. With this last update that YouTube has instilled, a lot of people are like, oh, it's not going to curb AI slop or whatever. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. The gurus that talk about their channels that win and get monetized and all that stuff, sure, those can exist, but at a very minimal level, and they cherry pick the data. But all the people that were listening to them before, and I'm already seeing it in their comments, they don't believe them anymore. They're giving up. It sucks, man. Tell me I use sound effects. That doesn't make it your content. I'm sorry. It's not. I don't know how to get through to these people. It's just like, that is not what makes transformative content. Sorry. Make something original. Film something with your own camera. Make something, right? Don't take other people's stuff and try to like get rich off of their content. I'm sorry. I use sound effects. I know, I understand. But that doesn't make things original. Editing doesn't make anything transformative. It's like you have to add insight, opinion. But there are plenty of gurus that will say, you know, I add a circle, add an arrow. They're lying. I'm sorry. They're lying. You got screwed. I hate to say that. It's just, we have to, what about polar rank? What about the very cherry-picked details? Like the very cherry-picked data you're going to find. You're going to find stuff like Rankzilla and this. Sure, but what about the hundreds of thousands of ranking channels that fail? What about the hundreds that come into my community asking, well, why doesn't my ranking channel make money? I tell them the same thing. And they always say, well, what about Rankzilla? I'm sorry, but like, you can always pick out one that YouTube hasn't caught up with yet. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. I am sorry. I am sorry. There are a lot of people that are lying to you. It really sucks. It does, but that's just not who we help anyway. I'm just not the guy to talk to. There are other gurus that will say it'll work. Maybe talk to them. I recommend it. Okay. Streamer clips, probably gonna give you the same talk, so I'm gonna bail. But if you want to learn to like create original content, that's what our community is for. Can somebody ban this person that just keeps spamming the fucking same thing over and over again? There aren't even any videos on your channel. Oh. Okay, anyway. So today we're gonna talk about, so I didn't expect to get into the shit already, but there we are. All right, so today we're gonna talk about this this copyright situation that I came across about 2 hours ago with Davey, amazing artist, original creator. I know a lot of people are like confused of what that means, so I'll show you what that means. But yeah, he got copyright claimed for something that he did not do. Literally, he did not do, which I can't wait to show you this. But let's roll into his video, and then I'm going to talk about some other things that YouTube seems to be doing that is like insane. Like, it's irresponsible what's happening, and they need to fix it, right? There are always going to be these little glitches and little issues in their systems, but like this is ridiculous. I don't even know how this is possible. Okay, let's get to it.
I have been on this godforsaken platform for 15 years, and in that time, I've had my cheeks clapped by YouTube copyright system so many times that my tailbone is permanently fractured into the shape of a copyright symbol. I've complained about it in way too many videos, but I'm forced to keep doing that. I've been claimed for covers, I've been claimed for riffs, I've been claimed for music that sounds less like the original song than a wet fart sounds like Beethoven, but this right here is a certified hood classic of stupidity. Yeah. I think we finally reached the final boss of copyright claims. I got copyrighted for playing absolutely nothing. And I mean that in the most literal sense humanly possible.
Seriously.
In my latest video, I visited one of those anechoic chambers. It's one of the quietest rooms in the world, where it's so silent you can hear your own organs.
By the way, that video of his is awesome. It was actually the first, like, I've seen little clips of him here and there, but that was the one I watched all the way through. And when I saw how many people like knew who he was, I started to watch his older stuff, where he would like give away guitars at Guitar Center and stuff. dude, his content is so good. He is a great creator.
Squishing around. And at the end of the video, I thought it'd be a real knee slapper to play The Sound of Silence in the most silent room. Peak comedy, I know. So I picked up my bass, I get ready to play The Sound of Silence, and then, as the joke, I muted the audio. The Sound of Silence. Check this out. Sounds amazing. That's it. It's just me dry humping a bass guitar in complete silence. I didn't play a bad cover.
That's it. He got copyright claimed for playing silence. So how does this happen, right? How does something like that happen? We can only theorize. We can only come up with these hypothetical situations where a code just thinks that he broke a rule, I guess. And all it is I'm going to play The Sound of Silence. And then the AI, whatever, was like, okay, he must play it. So let's go ahead and hit him with a copyright claim. Like, that makes no sense. I'm going to do something with my guitar here in a minute. We're going to test this to see if I get claimed for not playing nothing, but playing something else. But I'm going to call it something else, right? We're going to see if it works for me. All right. And then I will edit this after a while, or I will edit this after the stream is done. And we'll see what a long form video does, because it's different when it copyright claims a live stream, but it's way different when it's long form. I think it's more strict on long forms than live streams. So yeah.
I didn't play a good cover. I didn't play the song at all. And somehow, through the magic of YouTube copyright system, I got a copyright claim for The Sound of Silence.
Sorry, I just realized. Yeah. So. Here's the deal.
Complete silence. I didn't play a bad cover.
It's funny you say no Stairway tonight. That's what I'm going to play. I'm going to play Stairway. Oh, damn it. Maybe it's going to hear me. Okay. I'm going to play The Sound of Silence, and we'll see if it labels it The Sound of Silence.
I didn't play a good cover. I didn't play the song at all. And somehow, through the magic of YouTube copyright system, I got a copyright claim for The Sound of Silence.
Dude, it is ridiculous. A copyright owner using Content ID claimed some of the material in your video. It's like a copyright. Dude, this has to be a joke. Like it only makes sense to me that somebody at UMPG or whatever like went and they're like, I'm gonna claim that as a joke. It just doesn't make sense that this would be automatic, right? The way the Content ID system like scans for things like this, and that's how it labels. But this says a copyright, and then so the Content ID system scans, and then it lets the copyright owner know when your shit has been taken. For instance, this is what it looks like right here when people take your shit, right? 100% of the video, 100% of their video, audio match, right? 50%, 100%, 100%. And usually when it says 100%, it means they straight up stole your video. But maybe it told them, whoever owned it, like, hey, this person has 10% or 1% or whatever, and so they manually claimed it. I can't make sense of it. I cannot understand how this happens. Like, how does Content ID catch that and say that it's that when it doesn't match that audio? You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. Hold up. Swiss, you said oh, come on. Where the fuck is the chat thing again? There we go. I got claimed by the same claimant for Undertale music. Really? Is it the same one claimed by Latin Autor UMPG? I mean, that's a lot of different things. EMI, Music Publishing, and Solar are the ones that I'm familiar with. That's Latin, I want to say author, but that's not how it's spelled. So Latin Autor. That's weird. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look and see if anybody else has been claimed by this Latin author claim Reddit. 7 years ago, a lot of my videos got claimed by this Latin author. It's a music publishing hub. Copyright claims. Who is this claimant? Okay, so that was 7 years ago. I posted a guitar cover and got claimed by them. Dude, it's like, if somebody is doing this in bad faith, then YouTube should like take their power away, right? It should just be Like, if you claim something that is this ridiculous, then YouTube should just like not let you claim anymore. Like that's how it should be. Look at the text matching it to the Simon and Garfunkel song. Just some bullshit bot that music companies are using. Okay, all right, dude. Thank you. That was my theory. That's what I was thinking. That's Latin for scamorama. Yeah, that's freaking ridiculous, man. Just curious, who the hell is Latin author? Are they affiliated? Chapeau, bogus copyright claims. It's like all of them are saying bogus copyright claim, right? I've been uploading YouTube videos of my RPG Maker projects, and despite the fact that the audio in the game is 100% original, nearly every single one of my videos pertaining to this particular RPG that I've been working on has been claimed by these assholes. Despite making it, right? That is ridiculous. So I don't. So what we're thinking is it's not even YouTube. Like, it is YouTube because YouTube allows this kind of shit to happen. Like, I'm not gonna take the blame off of YouTube for this. I don't know. They're still responsible, right? It's just crazy. YouTube's AI might automatically assign the claim to be the publisher, and the publisher might claim it without checking. Yeah. See, I'm thinking that somebody, whoever said they're using a bot, I think it's somebody else using it to scan everything, not relying solely on YouTube's copyright ID system, content ID system, but they're doing it themselves, and then they're manually going and then doing the thing. This, if I'm not mistaken, this was happening with iShowSpeed not too long ago. Anytime he was mentioned, the whatever bot it was, it would go and claim that, and eventually Speed caught up and he figured out what was going on. But for a long time, everybody that made anything about iShowSpeed, this bot was catching and claiming. And so I think that that's what's going on now. He said the words, "the sound of silence," and so this bot just assumed, oh, he must be playing it. That's my theory. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more I want to talk about when it comes to the copyright system, because the copyright system is far from perfect, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later.
Sound of silence. They legitimately copyrighted silence.
As in, I have a very specific issue that I went through, and that one of the VIPs are going through right now. One of the creators in the community, they're dealing with the same thing, and there is like nothing that YouTube will do about this, and I can't wait to rant about it.
Humanity has peaked. The music industry has officially acquired the exclusive rights of nothingness. Now they legally own the absence of audio. From this day forward, every time you stop talking to take a breath, royalties are due. Shit, I just paused. This probably costed me $4. I genuinely cannot understand what the content ID system detected here. Did it grow eyeballs? Is the algorithm looking at my fingering technique and it's going, oh yeah, that left index finger is definitely play, I need flat. Send this man to the gulag. Because there is no audio. There is nothing there. Unless they just claimed because I said the title of the song. And in that case, they're gonna claim this video too. Shit. I'm really terrified now to upload a black screen because Pink Floyd lawyers might kick down my door and claim it for Dark Side of the Moon. And the craziest part is, this isn't even the only time YouTube has gone absolutely unhinged recently. In another video where I go to Hawaii to the most remote guitar store in the world, something else happened. As you know, every time you walk into a guitar store, you're legally forced to play the forbidden riff, Smoke on the Water. Except that time, I didn't really play the actual riff. I played a slightly mutated version of it for 5 seconds. Different rhythm, similar notes.
Yeah, okay. All right. It makes me wonder if they said the word "smoke on the water" in the video, though, because clearly that's what the bot is paying attention to. Otgun, there are AI services that companies employ to scan YouTube and protect their copyright. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. It just really fucking sucks at it. I make UFC content, and when I went to dispute, the email wasn't UFC or their rights holder, Paramount, but the AI service that they use. Like, this shit, like, this should not be allowed. This shit should just not be allowed, right? But if YouTube takes it away from people, then nobody can manually claim anymore. And like, that's what it's doing. It's finding something for you, and then you like, or it will go through the manual claim process. But that's it, man. It's ridiculous.
It was basically smoke on the water if it had entered the witness protection program. 5 seconds in a video over 10 minutes long. Copyright claim.
And now I'm thinking, he said the words, it's in this, he's going to get claimed on this video too, obviously.
Obviously, I disputed it, because surely any human with a pulse and an IQ above room temperature will look at this and go, yes, that's an error, right? Wrong.
Disputes do not work. Like, at this point, I'm just, if somebody is adamant about claiming it and wanting to screw you over, disputes won't help. Man, disputes aren't helping anything. I'll get to that here in a minute.
Rejected. Apparently the reanimated corpse of Deep Purple listened to that and went, yes, that's him. That's the criminal mastermind stealing our lunch money. So I was stuck with 3 options, and each one tasted like a different flavor of dog shit. Option 1, accept the claim and basically donate my ad revenue as beautiful charity for multi-millionaire classic rock publishers. Option 2, chop that part out of the video. Option 3, counter dispute it. Now, as I said before, here's where the system is completely backwards. I know I'm right here, but if my counter dispute gets rejected again, the video will literally get nuked and removed instantly. And that video also contained a sponsorship, so if my counter dispute gets rejected and the video gets removed, the sponsor might actually sue me as well. Cause
that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So like, what's the solution here, right? Because like the tools that people make outside of YouTube are controlling somebody's channel. So what control does YouTube have here besides assigning humans to manually review these claims, right? Like, obviously it can't. That's just, there aren't enough humans to do it. So like, what is, it can't take, I mean, they could, to take away the ability to manually claim anything would be wrong. That we don't want that. But here we are, like, people are abusing it. I feel like if they would have had a fix at some point, they would have done it a long time ago. The copyright system is like meant to be abused now. Like, that's it.
They paid me for the space in that video, and if that video doesn't exist anymore, then it's on me. So I can fight for what's right.
I've had I've had successful disputes too, right? But, man, it's just, oh, you won because they never responded. Yeah, so like I've claimed things that have worked, but anytime a counterclaim comes about, there's no use unless you plan on hiring an attorney to send. Never mind, I'll get to it here in a minute.
But I have to put my entire video on the roulette table to do it. It's like getting a wrong parking ticket and the judge says you can appeal it, but if I disagree, I'm gonna bomb your house. Flawless system. As always, zero risk for the copyright trolls and all the risks on content creators.
Exactly. It's fucked. It's totally fucked, and it all comes down to screwing the real creator. It's not like it's intentional, but the system is so flawed that there's no fix here. There is no fix here. Let me show you what I've been bitching about. So this guy right here, Ralph Mind, as you can see, most of his content, there's like no consistency. It just seems to be like different types of content as you scroll, and it's because he didn't make any of it. And as you continue to scroll, you're going to see my face because he stole a bunch of my content in a row. Let's just scroll past all the stick guy stuff he stole. And there's me. And so let me just play you one of these.
لقى مفتاح في صندوق البريد حقه بس ما كان.
I don't know if you know, but that's not my voice, right? That's just not me. And so all this dude did was he blurred out my subtitles and replaced it with his language and then overdubbed it with a different voice. It's my content. He just changed that. That's it. That's the only thing he changed. And YouTube told me about him. I found out because YouTube said, hey, this person is stealing your content, right? Let me show you what that looks like so I don't seem as crazy. Hold on. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, here. And it was YouTube. Yeah, YouTube was the one who told me about them because this popped up in my whole content detection thing. 100% of your video appears on this guy's channel. And it was like 18 of them, right? And as you can see, here's just another one. I don't know if this is the same guy.
ما حد كان يشتري أكل هذا الرجال فطلع.
No, this one's called Bimo Ray or Bimo Roy. Either way, it's still like the same stealing. Whatever. It's still the same theft tactic. And so, yeah, YouTube tells me, hey, this person has stolen 100% of your video, and do you want to file a claim? And so I did. I filed a claim on all of these. These are when I gave up. And there's pages and pages. You can see it says down here 1 through 10 of many, because I had to give up because YouTube doesn't do dick about it. Like, it just doesn't care. And so I filed these claims over and over and over again, only to get countered every single time. The dude countered every single one with a fake address. And as you can see, we'll scroll down and you'll see this guy, this address right here that he gave, it doesn't exist at all. If you go to YouTube, or if you go to Google Maps and you look it up, it's like in between an alley and a building. Like, it's not a street. There's no PO box, nothing like that. It's like just a shitty part of an alley. And so I responded with a nicely written whole thing like, hey, this is not a real address. This is abusing the process. This is identity theft because that's my face on there. And they said, well, if you have evidence that service of legal process was attempted but unsuccessful, then reply to this email. Otherwise, it'll be back up in 10 business days. That's all they said. Clearly, if any human were to look at me and then look at the content that's stolen, they would see that it's my content, it's my face. But no, they don't care. And they didn't care 18 fucking times. And so this person, what they said was, this is fair use. It's not like John owns comedy. I wrote the story, right? I don't understand how you argue against this, right? I don't get it. Yeah. And then they used whatever AI to find these court cases to quote and say that this is fair use, and it clearly is not. How is this transformative, right? It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I lost 18 times, and ever since I just gave up on trying to claim anything. The one thing that I think I could do is to do this likeness thing, but honestly, I give up. I don't care, right? People steal the content, whatever. YouTube's not going to do anything about it. They're going to let me know about it, but they're not going to do anything once those people counter with a fake address. And so it would be one thing if it was just me, but this it's happened. Like, this is not Levi, right? This is originally Pixel Beef. That's what this content should be. If you look up the content, Pixel Beef, right here, you'll see this is one of our VIPs in the community, and he's killing it. Millions of views, and it's awesome. Super original content. Very, very cool. But then we have some asshole like this, Story Pixelate, and they were doing the same thing. They were replacing his captions with a different language and using a different voice to say it in that language. And had he not caught them, well, he caught them pretty early, but had it gone a little bit more, they probably would have pulled the same shit, because they're learning that they can just counter with a fake address, because nobody wants to put in the effort to get an attorney to fight this thing that barely even matters. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it anymore. When that happened back in February, I got so mad I had to stop talking about it. I didn't even say anything. I made a video and then I never put it out, because that sucked so bad that YouTube just did not care. And now here we are dealing with this shit. So I don't know what the fix is. I don't know how to solve this, right? Ridiculous.
Copyright isn't even the only thing making me paranoid now, because some days ago YouTube moderation decided to take down a short I published 1 year ago. The video was extremely stupid. It started with this baby and a voice saying,
"You slap him for $13 billion.
And then it cuts to me doing this. This video got removed for cyberbullying, and my channel got a warning. I feel like I'm losing my mind by having
I had a post taken down by cyberbullying because I called myself ugly. I made a video about it back when it happened, but yeah, this I don't know. I I hate to criticize something and not have an idea for a fix, but like that's not my job. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know what to say about it.
To clarify this, I did not slap a baby. No infants were physically slapped during the production of that cinematic masterpiece. But a full year later, YouTube decided to remove it for harassment and cyberbullying. And now I have a warning on my channel, and if you get another warning, you get a strike. Here we go again. So now I have to sweat bullets every night, wondering if some random old video is going to get flagged because the guidelines changed again.
Exactly. Like, are we supposed to just live in fear of just any troll that wants to fuck with us? Like, it's ridiculous. The amount of channels that are getting view-botted and sub-botted right now are insane. It's like, YouTube can't keep up, and it's one thing if something happens and then you fight it and then YouTube is like, hey, our bad, everything's reinstated now. But like, how do you do that if you're small? How do you reach somebody like me, where I reach somebody that's much bigger than me and I get really, really loud about it? Like, what if you can't? What if you don't have friends like that? What if you don't have a reputation like that? Like, what happens, right? The whole Levi getting remonetized, I made as much a big deal about that as I could, and I still wasn't sure if it was going to work. Eventually, he got remonetized. I don't necessarily know if it was because of me, but I was real fucking loud about it. But like, what if you don't have a friend like that? What if your tweet just sits at like no views? What happens to the small creator? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent that doesn't even matter.
Publish over 1,000 videos, automated system change, policies update, and something that was perfectly fine a decade ago can suddenly wake up tomorrow and choose supreme violence. So what's the protocol here? Do I have to sit down every morning and review all David 404 videos from 2012 just to make sure I didn't accidentally cyberbully a chair? Nobody is safe anymore. Tomorrow they might decide slapping a bass constitutes real world violence. Strike. Maybe saying epico is deemed offensive to mediocre people. I take a 4-second breath in the key of C minor and Paul McCartney sues my bloodline. And apparently
it's ridiculous, man. I know we're going ad absurdum about it, but like it is just, I don't know what to think anymore. When it comes to, I will say the recent monetization update thing, I know it's bad news for a lot of people. I think it might end up being good news for the platform overall by curbing the amount of slop, but like it is just, I don't even know. I don't have a better idea. I don't know what I don't get it. With the amount of like, okay, so we say we don't want any more AI moderation, right? We're just saying, hey, like, get rid of all the bots doing all this stuff. And so in that place, they have to hire hundreds of thousands of people to keep up with the amount of AI content that's flooding the platform, right? And so they think, all right, well, sure, we could do that, or we could like try to figure out these filters that filter for AI slop. And so animation was one of those filters. Some sort of animation filter got put on there, which ended up with animation channels getting demonetized, ones that actually put in effort. And so YouTube went in these phases of like demonetizing people and learning where they fucked up, and they fix it, and then they just keep doing that. Recently, it's been more animation channels and ASMR channels. And it's like, the reason that those are getting demonetized is because those are the ones that people fake with AI so often. Like, I don't know if I'll ever look at a Stickman explainer channel and believe that a human's behind it anymore, because so many slop gurus have just said, hey, you can make $1 billion with this niche is printing money. And so that niche is done now, because when you make a video like that, it turns into what happened with the skeleton niche. And so I don't know. If I were YouTube, I would be trying to find a solution, but I feel like I don't think that they're like making huge mistakes. I just don't think that there's a good solution to keep up with all the bullshit. It sounds like the silver lining is at least we know how to dispute stupid claims on our content. Fake address and quippy response. Yeah. Yep. If you guys want to go steal content, just counter the claims with the fake address. YouTube doesn't give a fuck. I'd love for you to discuss the new 10 million. I've discussed it ad nauseum, dude. I've just talked about it so much. Uh, 10 million views per 90 days shorts. It's 20 million views. Oh no, 10 million to keep up, 20 million to get monetized. 8,000 watch hours made sense, but 10 million in every 90 days seems nonsensical. It might seem that way, but if you look at it from YouTube's perspective, I'm seeing at, hey, the majority of slop is coming through shorts, and so we're going to try to curb that behavior as much as possible. And the slop that does come through on shorts, now we can actually maintain it and figure out what to do about it. When I look at shorts, like from a business perspective, YouTube looking at shorts, maybe they don't see it as a significant source of revenue, and so they're lightening up on the amount of people that they want to do it. I don't know this for sure, but if you say they're shooting themselves in the foot, it looks like a business decision to me. It looks like they're like really honed back in on long form. And so that feels like a cleaner YouTube to me. I've never liked shorts personally, but like I've understood them as a necessary evil to promoting content and making your own content. And there are good shorts creators out there that make great shorts, right? A lot of sketch comedy is done through shorts and I really love it. But I think that those channels, those real creators, those dedicated shorts channels are the ones that YouTube wants, and they don't want anything else. And so the ones that are dedicated fully to shorts, the ones that can get to that 20 million engaged viewpoint and then maintain 10 million engaged views, I think YouTube's like, yeah, those are the ones worth keeping. And so here, this is where we're at, right? I was like barely getting that mark on the Hey John Scott channel. I could probably do it, but I would have to do nothing else. I would have to be only a shorts creator. And I think that when you're only a shorts creator for this one channel, I don't really think you can shit out AI and do that over multiple channels and make all these millions of dollars that these guys are claiming to do. It sucks. It sucks for the people that were like wanting to do that. I get it. I do feel bad for the people that were really trying, you know, that wanted to be shorts creators. I don't think it's worth it. I think that if you want to do live streaming and you want to use shorts as a promotion tactic, go for it. Make really cool clips. Get people interested in the thing that makes you money. I don't think you're going to make it on shorts unless you only do shorts and you dedicate a shitload of time to doing that. And yeah, I mean, the numbers are just insane. I don't think it's going to hurt YouTube. A lot of people think that it's going to like ruin them, and I don't see it that way. I think that they made a business decision that pissed off everybody. I think the 8,000 hour mark is probably just them raising the bar. A lot of people think it has nothing to do with slop, but I do. I think that like that was the whole reason it started. I'm seeing it a lot too. I'm seeing slop gurus pretend to make content about monetization, and then it's not actually about monetizing on YouTube. It's like you could go and you could do this affiliate work with Amazon and blah 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 blah. And looking in their comments, people are pissed. They're like, "You are clickbaiting us now. Like you're just lying to us." And honestly, it's about time. It's about time they showed their true colors on this one. But yeah. I remember you from vidIQ. Do you still do stuff for them? No, I don't work for vidIQ. How much of your streaming contributes to your watch time? You want to see? Let's see. I ain't gonna hide it. Let's take a look. You'll see I made $150 this past month. Somebody said YouTube's gonna bite you in the ass too. I'm like, they can demonetize me. It's not really gonna change much for me. I don't make a shitload of revenue from YouTube. It's all about building a community and doing sponsorships and like building your business on YouTube and having that hub. But like everybody said, like, don't just depend on one platform to pay all your bills, because shit like this can happen. And it does suck. And like YouTube is going to come up with other opportunities to make money. This is setting some people back. You know, it does suck for those people that were actually trying. Let's go to a live. And I know that there's a way that we can just look over, but let me look at the most recent one. We'll do 800. We'll see. 14 hours per stream, looks like. Probably on average between 14 and 20, something like that. But like, I don't have a whole lot of viewers, you know what I mean? That monetization one did 20 hours. Honestly, if I were to do live stream only, I would be doing like 4-hour live streams a day. And I would just do it Monday through Friday, Saturday. Honestly, I bet you could get to that 8,000 hour mark super easy if you were just building a live stream audience. Oh man, there's I feel like I missed a ton of chats. But yeah, it doesn't seem to contribute a whole lot. Almost 5,000 hours of watch time this past month. Let's take a look and see where all that came from, because I'm curious. It looks like the majority came from creators are quitting after this update, which has like 8,000 views or something. And then the last 2 live streams, and then this one right here, there's not a whole lot of people that have watched that one. But the big one, 674. That was only one live stream talking about things we can control. Hold on. Let's go back to that one. Because there was like a big 14 hours. It doesn't seem right, does it? Something's weird here. 14 hour is after the live. Oh, it is? How do you look at the... I don't know what I'm looking for. Somebody tell me. It's 14 hours after. They show only the hours after the live there. Oh, okay. So, how do I... Can I ask this asshole? Let's see. Okay, well, we could go back to that graph and take a look. See more at bottom. Okay. Audience retention. Nope. Why is I'm just only looking at retention. Sorry. Watch time, hours, okay. Apply. I guess I missed it. Okay, and this thing doesn't want to work now, so, okay. How many watch hours have I gotten from live streams in the past month? Just curious if it'll know. Okay, 402 watch hours from July to August 13th. See that? 402 watch hours. I've barely been live streaming though, right? Barely. But this says 674 on August 11th only. So there's definitely something different going on here. 467 on the Jax Films video. Now it says 931. It's so confusing. So anyway, this one only has 8,000 views, right? And it's got almost 1,000 watch hours. Almost 1,000. So like when I talk about when people ask, should I do shorts or longs? Honestly, I think longs. Like, it just seems so much easier to get where you're going with long form. And I think it's easier to build the subscribers that matter, honestly. When I see people that only do shorts, I see the subscriber count as nothing. And so when we look at the Hey John Scott channel, like, I've got 420,000 subscribers. it doesn't matter. None of that matters really, because like those people aren't coming to my community. They're not buying my service, or they're not joining my VIP community or nothing like that. They're just kind of like scrolling by, and if I happen to be on their shorts feed, then they'll watch. So like when I see that, I think of community subscribers, and I think maybe I have like 4,000, right? It's just a different thing. And so when I see people roll onto the Creator Rant channel and they're like, you only have 13,000 subscribers, you don't know anything. But then they go and look at this and then they think I'm a genius. It's just so dumb. It is so dumb. So yeah. I just, when I see somebody doing long form, I really think that their subscribers suddenly matter, like in my opinion. But yeah, it looks like in the past month or two, I probably would have hit the 8,000 hour mark. And I honestly have just not been putting out a whole lot of content. We can look. One video, the 0 view jail, 2 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos, 5, and then 6 videos. 6 videos total and 3 live streams, and that's where we're at, 5,000 watch hours. So that's like barely productive. Like that's not a great, that's not a great month for a creator, right? It's just, it is what it is. We've been busy doing other things. But yeah, it's getting to that 8,000 hour mark. When I look at it like this, I'm like, oh, it's so much more attainable now than people are pretending, right? Or that people think, at least. Yeah. That's just how many you got that day. I had it selected since published, I believe. Yeah, since published. First 24 hours says 15. Yeah, so it's after it gets posted. You guys are right. I wish you could see it, but even when you ask the Ask Studio, it's not going to tell you. The only way to see it is to look at your full analytics and then judge it off that, I guess. I found it, John, how you can see it. Go to the live stream and set time to always. That's okay. I'll try it. Live. Go to this one. Okay, 20 hours, and then you set time to always. I don't see that. I see since published, which I already had it on. Which you can't see, I just realized. I had it on since published. Is that what you mean by always? Analytics, advanced, breakdown, content type. Okay, main analytics, advanced, breakdown, content type. We're learning, okay, advanced, breakdown, live stream. Just type it up here. Oh, content type there. All right. Yeah, it says 402 watch hours, but we know that that's not true. We know that it was more than that. No, it's right. Okay, so 400 watch hours. Yeah, because the videos contributed. Man, but see, it was very weird when you looked at the spike, because the spike happened over top of a live stream, but it must be the creators are quitting. Yeah, 775 watch hours. It's very weird. It's very weird. You streamed for 1.8 hours and watch time in hours was 206. Monetized new live. News. Monetized news live. I don't know what that means. Monetized news. I DM'd example. Okay. It just looks like you're looking at since published, which is what I was talking about. Okay, so how long do you think you should stream for? Until you're done, until you're ready to pack it up. Go to 365 days. I don't know what I'm doing differently than what I'm clicking on since published. Okay. We're going to do content type. We're going to do last 28 days, which is what I've been paying attention to. 4,000. Yeah. So if we want to look at all time, it says 8,799 out of my live streams. But I've done a lot of shorts reviews and stuff. So yeah. Like for the year, the live streams passed it. You see since published and always in my example. I don't know what always means. I don't know what that translates to. I also don't know what screen you're on because it's like it doesn't show me what screen you're on. Okay. Yeah, so how long should you stream for? Honestly, I go about 2 hours or whatever. If I was honestly, we're going to be doing a lot more live streaming and I'll be going for like 2 to 4 hours, stuff like that. When I don't have a shitload of slop to review, it's a lot less draining. But when I have a bunch of kids that are like, review mine, and it's all like Roblox and ranking niche and clippers, I'm just like, I can't say the same thing over and over and like maintain energy. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of my limit. So I've always kind of kept it to 2 hours, but I could go much longer if we were doing fun stuff. Like I could see how Ludwig would do 4 hours at a time because it's like, if you're having fun, then the time flies, you know, that's the saying. But yeah, I don't know how many live streams I've done this year, but if we average out, you know, like 1 per month or whatever, or 4 per month, it's still pretty solid. I mean, I would love to live stream every day personally. That's kind of what I want to do. And so if you guys want to watch the rise and fall of John Scott, stick around. Hey, I got a subscriber. Thank you. I need to set some we've got a super chat thing, but we got to set some notifications and stuff. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm done checking the analytics. I don't care anymore. What if people who have been in the Discord server for at least 5 days get to submit their shorts? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have so much slop come in, it would be the same shit over and over. Welcome, new guy. New guy. #1 change by YouTube, ban AI, full stop. Hey, if it's generative AI, I'm with you. I'm with it. There's like so much that, like, there's so many little things that AI does that people just don't like. I have I've seen AI tools that like sharpen things that I could equally just do in Photoshop, and then I'm like, okay, well, was this AI or was it not? And when I start making the separations right there, it just seems ridiculous, right? It just seems like if you're going to be anti-AI, 100% AI sucks, I get why you would feel that way, but just know that you don't know. You don't know what is and what isn't and what constitutes it, right? At some point when I was editing my pictures with Photoshop, like, did I transition to something using AI by accident? I think it's just ridiculous to like try to draw that line. But when it comes to like making stuff, generating stuff that humans, honestly, I look at AI like a blessing when it comes to real creators, because it widens the gap between sloppers and real creators. People that create real content, they won't be commoditized. Like, people will need them. They want them. Like, this really clicked to me when I started listening to Olive Tree. So Oliver Tree. About a month ago, when Oliver had passed, I started listening to his music, and it was in the midst of like a bunch of AI drama. And as I was listening, I was like, man, there's no way that AI could make me feel the way that he makes me feel when I hear his music. And if I listen to AI music, it's very clearly AI. Like there's no human experience behind the words being said. They just kind of take a median of all human experience and then poop it out into a soundtrack. And that just doesn't make people feel stuff. It makes dumb people put a soundtrack on in the background. But when you're really trying to feel something, I just can't connect to it. I could definitely tell if somebody puts something there that makes me feel something and puts something there that doesn't make me feel something. And so that when people say that all music is ruined, like bands are cooked, musicians are cooked, bullshit. People will love it more. Like art that was created before AI could shit it out became so much more valuable. And it's insane what it's become, but it's flooded so much that everybody wants real again. They want real stuff. And sure, it was impressive for a while that AI could do all this stuff, and it is a good shortcut for a lot of specific workflows. But yeah, I think that a lot of people are overcompensating with their reaction to this. And honestly, I think it's because it's not black and white. It's so gray that people want it to be black and white. They want this bad, this good, but it's hard to draw those lines. It's just too difficult. It really, really sucks. Like coding, for instance, the tool that I've made for my real creators that help them, I don't have any coding experience. I never would have been able to make it without help from AI, right? Did I have to make it? No, but I also don't have to start a business. I don't have to do what I do. It's just like, it's very odd. But anyway, a book that I recommend checking out is The Creative Act. It's Rick Rubin's book. It's freaking awesome. And it really opens your mind to like what people are gonna want. What will really, really stand out in the next coming year, 2 years, that sort of thing. This book right here. Just like the stuff he says, I feel like I've felt, but I never could articulate in the way that he did. It is very, very good. Very good book. Do you think RPMs will genuinely increase in February? As of now, it seems they decreased. I absolutely think they'll increase. When, so the way that the shorts pools work, YouTube has all this money that comes in from premium subscribers and advertisers. And they put it in a big pool, and then they split it 50-50. 50% goes to music licensing, and then the other 50% goes to shorts creators. And that 50% split between less creators equals more money for the creators. And so, yeah, I think it's going to increase. I said that a while ago that it was going to increase. I just did not expect it to happen like this. Feel like we do. I'm at a point where I look and I see how much an indie game used AI. And dude, you're right. I feel that. It makes me wonder, like, could you have, had you not known? Like, would it have been able to make you feel something? Like, could you have gotten lost in the story if you didn't know that AI was used? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I assume that the cracks would reveal themselves as you played it. I feel like you would feel it. And that's kind of the thing. Like, if it starts to step on the toes of genuine experience and genuine creativity, it's a fucking problem. It's a big problem. It's funny you say this. If you can't add value yourself, perhaps you shouldn't make a video about it. So I got a comment on the Hey John Scott channel about using AI, because the characters in the Hey John Scott channel, some of them, to change their faces, I used ChatGPT to like change their face or whatever. And so everything's done in Blender. You guys, most of you took that course, so you know how I did it. But before AI could even do this, I was doing the same thing with Adobe stock images instead. And so like all this did was just kind of shorten a little piece of my workflow. But no, now suddenly it's all bad now. I'm just a piece of shit because I did that. Like it's ridiculous to draw those lines is all I'm saying. I would prefer if there was a line to be drawn. I would prefer it to be less gray. I would prefer if the world would just say no more AI or whatever, and then we all just know, okay, cool. Like now we're done, right? Everybody's done. We can go back to things being normal. That's not going to happen. And so eventually people are going to start getting used to certain things. We've already gotten to a point where you can't tell if an AI image or if an image is AI or not, because it's doing the same things that Photoshop does. And so it's tough, man. It's a really weird time to be a creator, but like, so was COVID, right? And look how many people came from the COVID era. Like you are surviving this era. And when you are a successful creator later on, if you're not already, you're going to look back and be like, dude, remember when AI took over the platform? That was fucking crazy. And so you came from the AI era. I came from the COVID era, but I did not succeed whatsoever. So is it bad I made a video making God of War using AI? Like, I don't know. It just depends on what you intended to do with that. I think AI will burst and it'll be a huge downfall. I think there's some truth to that. I think a lot of tools that are cheap and super easy for all these slop gurus to use will no longer be cheap. They will not be easy. They'll cost a lot of money. And yeah, it is what it is. Can you give some context? You know, you can always just take the bar and go backward, right? You can see what we're talking about. It gives you the ability to travel back in time. Give me 1 second.
Ever stop? Can I break my habit?
I'm back. They did a really good. Oh man, I definitely missed something. All these data centers won't survive. There's going to be a shakeout. Yeah, dude. Like it is going to be very similar to the original .com bubble. I don't know what's going to happen. Truly, I have no idea what to expect. But what I will say is like those of you that are using AI heavily in your workflow, make sure you know how to do the stuff without it, right? And like if AI crumpled tomorrow, could I still do the stuff that I do in Photoshop today? Sure. I was able to connect two things and like use the stamp tool to like make it seamless and stuff like that beforehand. It took longer than the generative button or whatever. Could I remove backgrounds? Sure. I would mask it. It took longer, but yeah, I could. And so if Photoshop got taken away, then I'd be fucked. I'd be like, I guess I'm just taking pictures or I'm selecting it from the video because like, I don't know what else to do. But yeah, I think stuff like this, talking to you guys, these sorts of experiences, I think this is where YouTube is going to thrive. And I think turning these into videos that I can, like the whole Davey situation, I'll put it out later. You know, I'll cut up a video and put it out about the copyright. And yeah, it'll be, I don't know, I'll be on topic fast. putting all my eggs in the AI will crumple and fall really hard. I mean, I honestly wouldn't bet on it because like that's going to be a problem for the economy, like majorly. But yeah, I would at least know what you're doing, right? Like I be able to create without it. Like that's my biggest tip. Be able to create without AI. Make sure your thing doesn't need it to survive, and then sure, use it as like tools to speed up your workflow or whatever. That's what I would recommend. I use Adobe's Gen AI feature to add remove something. That's mainly it. See, everybody draws their line in different places, and so I think being super. Sometimes I'll see AI images of me and I'll be like, I don't know if that was, I don't remember if that was the real image or not. Like, if I go and I look at one of Tin's thumbnail of me, that's clearly not me, right? I can tell. But sometimes it's at a point where I'm like, did this make it better than if I were to Photoshop it? I don't know. Like, all I would do is sharpen it and color grade it, and it just did it better. So where's the line? If I lay it directly over my original image, I can't tell the difference besides its sharpness. So where's the line? What's bad? What's good? If I go into Photoshop and I do the things that this AI did to it, then is it bad now? Like, where's the line, right? It's very hard to define. And that's why I think everybody is kind of up in arms about it. Bam. Okay, I'm going to play The Sound of Silence. So out of tune. It's so bad. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. Hold on. Okay, now we'll see if I get called out for The Sound of Silence. Colin and Samir's video was interesting on the AI stuff. Yeah, I was that was the whole reason why I'm like I've got to do more live streams. Like I wanted to talk about that Mr. Beast crap, and they were so fast on it, and I'm like, man, I could be creator news guy. So yeah, it is kind of an interesting video. I like their take on like, and it's something interesting to think about. Why don't Netflix shows show views, but YouTube does, right? Or like why Spotify streams, like people were so against showing the views, they don't want to ruin the things. And it's interesting to know where that line is, at least. But like, do I want to see view counts on Netflix? No. Like, I don't give a fuck, right? When does John Scott create a music channel? I got a couple out there. I got one that's really old, John Scott Music or something like that. And then I got Heart Means More, which is the band after the one I toured with the Rock on the Range shit. But yeah, you know, I've been thinking about making some new stuff. Some stuff that I can just quickly record for you guys, not use AI on it. Wasn't Hank Green also in some AI controversy? This is why I got so fucking annoyed by this, okay? Let me clear this up. Hank Green said, thanks for the pushback, to a person that pushed back on something that he said. So, this is a common saying by AI LLM models, right? Thanks for the pushback. Anytime you disagree with Claude or ChatGPT, they'll say, oh, thanks for the pushback. You're right, blah, 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 blah. And so, have you ever been around somebody that says a certain something and then suddenly you say that thing? For instance, I remember when people started saying no shot, and then everybody online started saying no shot. At least all the people in California started saying no shot. This is like if ChatGPT said no shot first, and now everybody's being accused of saying stuff that ChatGPT wrote, right? This is exactly... Is my bandana inspired by Beartooth? No. In fact, I've been wearing a bandana way longer than that dude has. But I love Beartooth. Love them. I wear a bandana because of Jimi Hendrix, which you'll see at the top of the screen now. And I've been wearing it since I was 12 years old. But anyway, so yeah, Hank, he uses AI to do research, right? And so everybody went at him for something he didn't do. He wasn't like saying the words that AI wrote. He was saying words that he said because he's so used to working with AI. Here's another little tip for you. Once you start hearing people saying that YouTube is quietly doing this, company is quietly doing that, everybody that says quietly, the word quietly, they're using AI to do their research. They're so used to AI saying this is quietly doing this. Just pay attention to all the quietlies. You're going to start seeing it everywhere now. And then what was the other one that I picked up on? Oh, and nobody's talking about it. Everybody's saying that now too, because people, like when AI writes your script, it's going to throw that in there. It's going to say YouTube is quietly doing this and nobody's talking about it. It's like the prime AI line. And so you'll notice that if I ever say something like that in my videos, I'll call it out. I'll be like, AI did not write that for me. But I think it's lazy. I don't think it's lazy to use AI to help you research. Like, that's just, it's helping you Google shit. Like, I don't think that that's where the problem is. The problem is when you get all these ideas together and then you give it to AI to write a script and then you say that script. It just seems like irresponsible. That's a problem. And so any type of research that I do, I'll just bullet point and go for it, and I'll go on my own little rants or whatever. And I think that's what Hank does. I actually remember noticing when he first got his prompter, because I saw the bucks in one of his videos, and I don't think that he's just like looking at a script. I think he's just got bullet points that he's talking about. It's not X, it's Y. That one's like the one that everybody noticed first, right? That one's really really bad. But yeah, so everybody freaks out about Hank because he is like such a trusted person in the space, and he admitted to something like way less of an issue, but he felt like he was using it too much, and that's probably why he said those words. But what people accused him of did not happen. Like, he didn't just generate something and then read it word for word. Like, it's very clear he's not reading shit verbatim. And so there's one specific YouTuber that I like that went at him hard, that dragged him through the mud, and I stopped watching this person because of it. Because they're like, they complain about a lot of things, YouTube a lot, and that was the moment that I'm like, this person's fucking immature. Like, they just wanted somebody to blame. They want to jump on whatever train is popular. Just like all of the small YouTubers hating on YouTube's decision for this, that's like a train that I didn't jump on because I know why they did it. Like, I can theorize why they did it. And so, but this person jumped right on it. They're like, yeah, fuck YouTube, blah, 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 blah. And so I just hate how everybody jumped on the Hank situation like he was some sort of villain when they didn't even think twice about it. Sorry. I guess that rant was sitting in me for a while. What gurus do we need to follow? Top 3 gurus. Let me think here. You know what? I'll just refresh my thing and we can go through it. Let's look at my my YouTube. Brian Johnson's very good. I'm not sure if they'll pop up on this one or not. Omar is amazing. This guy right here. He's definitely one to follow, especially if you're getting into business. Omar, he used to work for Think Media. Now he does his own thing, and he is awesome. Incredible. Think Media's fine. I just don't watch them a whole lot. But it's not that they do anything bad. It's just there's only so much input I can take in before my head explodes. My First Million is not a guru, but they're worth watching. Nick Niman's all right. I just don't watch him a whole lot either. Open Residency, incredible, especially if they bring on people like Calloway. Calloway's really good to watch, but like he's an acquired taste for some people. I've seen them say that, and so yeah, I think he's great. But yeah, like I said, he's an acquired taste. You either love him or you don't watch him. Hold on, let me look at. I feel like there's so many that I want to be talking about. Jay Klaus is one, but he like rarely puts out anything now because he's a new dad. John Scott, he's all right. Man, Hormozy's all right. Shane Hummus, this guy, in Jack's thing where he was pointing out all the slop gurus, Shane Hummus was actually at the top of the list, and I made sure to tell people like he's not actually a slop guru. Though he does talk about AI, it's not the same. It's not like when he says AI side hustles and stuff like that, the main ingredient of most of these is putting in work and creating and effort and stuff like that. And so yeah, he's really good if you want to do AI the right way. Some people say there's no right way, and to those people I say okay, to each their own. Nate Black, yeah, I don't watch Nate Black a whole lot, but I don't have he's great. Nate Black is really good. I don't watch him. Like I don't watch. I think all the people that I used to watch, I just don't anymore. I don't watch vidIQ much, or Nate, or Think Media. I think it's just because I watch them so much, but it's nothing that they did. They're all very, very good. Bow, 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 bow. Dolan Darkest is my guru. Yeah, mine too. Always watching Dolan. Yeah, I think Omar is somebody to like really, really get into. Darren is very good. Darren Strauss. She covers a very specific type of content. Ed Lawrence, he's great. Definitely check him out. He's very good, but he's more business focused now. He used to run, holy crap, Film Booth. He used to run a channel called Film Booth. Yep. Oh, and Mario Juice. Mario Juice is incredible. For when he does put out content, he's definitely worth watching. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good question. Good question. Yeah, I'd recommend exactly what Derek said. Pick one or two. Don't go picking all of them. Yeah, once you get into the business stuff, that's where Omar can come in and help a lot. But yeah, when you're first starting out, honestly, when you're first starting out, I think all the people that I don't watch are worth watching. Like Nate, Think Media, and vidIQ. Like those are really good for beginners. And then once you move away from that, Omar, Ed, yeah. Mario worked with Beast. Nope. Yep, he sure did. Sure did. Well, commentary channels with a different angle, not the typical one. I don't know what that means, besides just, yeah, I don't know what that means. Well, surpass net information gain. A lot of commentary channels died when YouTube rolled out Just Update. I'm aware, but like you're saying commentary like they actually commentate, and those people, they don't. They just narrate. They just say what's on the screen, and that's not what commentation is. Or commentary is commentation. Yeah. Commentary is like what I'm doing right now. When I bring up Davey's channel and I talk about this this copyright situation, and I add my own
I've been on this
expertise.
godforsaken platform for
This right now, Like my personal story with copyright and talking about his, that's commentary, right? That's me adding something to the content, transforming it in a way where that it wasn't before. But when you take shorts that are already popular from TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and you pop them into YouTube Shorts feed with new text and some arrows and shit, that's not commentary. And will that survive? No, it won't. I'm now confident, especially with this last update, that that shit is on its way out. And every guru that made a tool to like make that a shortcut, they can they're on their way out. Let me just say that. On the way out. I think I have strep throat. Really, really sucks. It started like 5 days ago. I was feeling sick. And ever since then, when I wake up, I like swallow and it's awful. It fucking hurts so bad. Hey, I gained 2 subscribers. Thank you guys. I really gotta do more of this shit. We need more of these. Is it possible to still blow up as a small faceless channel? Well, when you blow up, you're not very small, are ya? Are ya? Yeah, it's totally possible. Wait, I guess what do you mean by blow up? What do you mean by that? Do you think YouTube's new policies will result in more views for real creators? My hope is that it results in views for only real creators. You know what I mean? I definitely think that a lot of brands, like, here's the thing. YouTube did this and it raised the bar. So a lot of the people that were like right on the edge or they don't really love to create, they quit. They're done. Okay? Sayonara. You're not a real creator then. I'm sorry to say, but if you were just in it to like try to get to that goal, you weren't going to make the money you wanted to make anyway. Like that, it's very difficult to, you could get monetized, but then it's like, you still got to bust ass. And that comes with a brand, a like dedicated format that you can repeat, like something that people really want from you, you know? And so if you don't create it, if you're just looking for random shit and trying to post it online, it's not going to work out for you. But with this change, all the people that are real creators that want to make something bigger, that actually have a brand in mind, those are the people that are going to survive on YouTube, and they're going to be able to make a living out of it, and they're going to get monetized, and they're going to live the YouTube dream because they actually love to create regardless of the money. And the money will come. Hell yeah. How anime edits channels. You're in the wrong place. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You're not in the right place here. Sorry. It's just not the place. I went from 2.6 subscribers to 40K by doing sub for memes, like certain meme animations. And then I started doing sub for fart memes. Is that right? Sub for fart. Like 50. I got to 95K maybe a month. Hell yeah. If it's working out for you, it's working out. Best of luck to you, especially with this new shit. Money will roll right in. Ba ba bow. Ba bow. But be careful. Especially if you are making money, just don't tell anybody. Because once slop gurus hear that you're doing that, they'll be like, "Oh, here's this way is printing money." Then everybody will do it, and YouTube will be like, "Oh shit, we don't like that." It'll cut you off. Has it engaged me? I don't know. Maybe. Bow, 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 bow. Man, I've been watching so much Doug lately. That dude is awesome. It's like he actually has original ideas. You know what I mean? It's the craziest thing. I know. But these people with their original ideas, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. How do people survive on YouTube without stealing other people's content? Or automating the whole process, or smashing memes in people's faces? Ba-da-da. Man, I don't know. Are you guys what's your advice for gaming channels? Just it depends. Like if you're doing live streaming, I just recommend like doing it consistently, always having a challenge. Like there's a point to every live stream, right? Right now, the point to this live stream, it's already done. I already recorded it. Now I'm just kind of sticking around for whatever. But making like if your live stream is playing Dark Souls until I win, it's not very interesting, right? But if you set some sort of competition or contest or whatever, like if you set a goal that's hard to hit and you do it in a way that's interesting to people, like beating Dark Souls blindfolded and I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, or every time I die, I have to put mayonnaise on my head. Something like that. Like, whatever. It doesn't have to be this novel, sensational idea, but it just has to be something that isn't just playing a game. So, come up with your own angle, something that you can do, something that is genuinely interesting to people. I would go in our community and just ask people, like, what do you think of this idea or that one? Don't go in there and say, give me ideas, because that's just not how this works. Like, come up with stuff and then like test it with people and see how they feel. Once you start that, then you consistently stream, you know, whatever is consistent to you. That could be every day, which is like what I'm hoping to do eventually. It could be every other day. It could be 3 times a week, whatever, but just try to stay consistent on it. And when you do that, then find the best clips and then put them out as shorts. And you can do it on the same channel now, especially if you're just starting out. But I really don't know how that's going to affect shorts on the same channel as long form now. Like, especially if you're not trying to be a shorts channel. Man, how is that going to work? That'll be interesting. Okay, well, put it on a separate channel. Just do that. So you got 2 channels, one for your live stream and long form, and then the other for your shorts. And your shorts can link over to the live stream, and it gets them interested. You can do both on the same channel if you're just getting started, but after you start to pick up some momentum, you might want to separate them. And then just keep doing that. Like, pick the good parts, put it on TikTok or whatever, and say, I'm over, like, in your bio, say I'm live streaming over on YouTube. And then they'll make their way over, and that's it. That's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do here. Don't recommend doing shorts and long forms on the same. It hurt my long form. I've done it, and it didn't change my long form at all. It didn't hurt it, but like my channel was like labeled a shorts channel once they started taking off. So I didn't get any more attention on my long forms. So yeah, that's what happened on the Hey John Scott channel. This one right here. So when the shorts started blowing up and getting millions of views, I tried to do long forms afterward, but they did not turn out well at all. 1,000, 900, 600. And these were like really funny too. But yeah. And then the one that actually did well had something about YouTube on it, which that's the people from vidIQ watched. And so yeah, that's the best I could do after my stuff started blowing up. And so I really think that the majority of the traffic going to this channel was coming through shorts. And I don't know if I was necessarily like de-incentivized to make long form, but I definitely wasn't incentivized after I got nothing every time I posted. I don't know how the code works or I don't know at all. I can't claim to know that, but it seems that if you're very successful with shorts, you might not want to do anything else on that channel, because I think it's a waste of time. It's better to split shorts and longs now. I personally, I would have done that with this channel had I known back then. That's what I would have done. Now that YouTube is like raising the bar, I don't know how it's going to affect things, but yeah. I think that if you're doing, like, honestly, real talk, I think that I will probably just focus on live streams and long form for now. I really don't know if there's much incentive to make shorts except to promote little things. And even so, I'll probably just do it on TikTok or whatever. But that's like when this becomes more than just YouTube advice. Because like many of you, I don't only want to be YouTube advice guy. You know, I want people to like get used to me and watch me. Maybe we play games or something. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to be our own niche eventually. Well, most of us do, you know. Please, John, give me ideas. No. What are the main news for this stream? Just joined. We were just talking about the copyright bullshit from earlier. What about live streams? Do rubber bands around a watermelon really have a place? The way that you're saying that, I'm assuming you're talking about the shorts live streams. And now that things are much different with the shorts, I honestly don't think YouTube will give two shits about shorts lives anymore. I don't know for sure, but to be honest, I don't think they had a place to begin with. Just to be honest, I don't know what that helps. I don't know what it builds for people. Most of the people that are trying to like get big in the short or the vertical lives, they're always trying to do something scammy or something weird. And it's like when people do this stuff, it's not like I go and watch their long forms, right? The only guy I've seen that's been somewhat interesting in the live feed, in the vertical feed, was the guy that's taking ping pong balls and he's bouncing it off of like a bunch of different things. And even so, I'm there for the novelty in that moment. I would never go watch his stuff. Like he's not the dude theory. What the hell am I thinking of? Dude perfect. He's not dude perfect, right? He might be, but I would never go watch his long forms. Does ranking videos really get monetized? Dude, no. No. You'll see a lot of people say, yes, they do. Then you'll probably say, right, but what about this one? But that's what they all say. And I mean, if you were in this is exactly why I'm like, I don't want to do live streams, because it's the same shit over and over and over. Nothing against you, random ranker, but God, it's so exhausting. But no, we have a lot of people asking, do ranking make money? Do anime edits make money? Do clipping make money? And it's like everybody's just looking for a shortcut, the easiest thing to do. No, it doesn't. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, you could talk to other gurus and they'll probably try to convince you it does. I'm just here to tell you, don't waste your time. And I sound like an asshole saying it, but it's like, how many times? It's nothing about you, dude. Kind of have a weird question. Well, since your name is Daily Donut Clips, I'm probably going to say the same thing I just said to that other person. So, probably not. I'm sorry, dude. I guess eventually people will figure it out. It's a bummer, man. So what do you see that shorts niche get monetized? When people make original content. Like, here, let me just show you. All of these get monetized. This guy, Spaceman, Epic Spaceman, this person doing this stuff, whatever the hell it is, Subway Takes, like these are all original content creators. They come up with an idea and then they make it a reality. They make real stuff. This is what YouTube wants. They don't want to see clips of the same person, Speed or whatever, because like eventually it's just done, right? They're like, okay, we've already had 1,000 Dr. Donut clippers. We're done, right? We're get it. Anything that you clip, 100 people have already clipped. It's already on the platform. We're good, right? You're matching 1,000 different conflict radiuses. Radius? I don't know. But yeah, so it's done.
Also made a fake website for reporting illegal images.
Yeah, just look at what's popular, I guess. Eventually, you're not gonna see much of ranking after this, I don't think. I mean, right now, they'll still come through. But here's the deal: things can be popular and not make money, and that's what most people get confused about. Did you learn 3D from tutorials or by doodling around? I'll tell you, I learned. Actually, you know what? I think I can show you my very first one. Jump into my Google Photos real quick. It's like so close to the beginning when I moved to Germany. I learned how to make a treasure chest, and then that was it. Okay, I guess I don't have a picture of it. Yeah, I learned how to make a treasure chest, and that's it. I don't know what tutorial I used, but a lot of people say you start with a donut. For some reason, I didn't do that. I started with, thank you. I wonder, I can't highlight that. Do you think it's a bad idea to mix streaming gaming with video and sometimes new on games in the same channel? Streaming gaming with video. That's this, and sometimes news on games in the same channel. I wish you had included a comma or something. Jeez. Okay, so you're doing game streams with video, okay, but you didn't tell me what the video was about, so I'm just going to assume it's games, and if so, then that's okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. And you do game news, that's totally fine too, but I'd recommend if you're going to try to do like entertainment, or news is more like education and updates, unless you're doing commentary, I think it's okay for you to do all those things. Just keep it about games, okay? Try to keep it about games, and then and join the community and kind of see, like, get some other opinions on this. All right, it's tough for me to know for sure, but keep it strictly games. It seems like you're aiming wide, and it's okay to do that to learn, right? But eventually you'll find a game that you're gonna want to double down on and go the queso route, and then, hey, if Cheese is here, what was the game that Queso blew up on? How Polar Ranks is still mono. Yeah, dude, they say the same one, Polar Ranks. That, like, another person came in and asked the exact same question, and they always say the exact same two things: Rankzilla and Polar Ranks. They always say that. What about this one? I'm going to tell you what I told them. Anybody can cherry pick data and make it work for whatever they want. We just see hundreds of people coming in asking the same question as you, wondering why their shit's not getting monetized. And so I'm going to tell you what I tell them. It's not going to make you money. That's the end of it. Hogwarts Legacy. That's what it is. Oh my God. Yeah. If you don't want to believe me about the ranking, then go to another guru that will teach you to make all this money. I'm just trying to save you time. Oh, man. Oh, hey, by the way, Will, I did get a hold of Lovable. So we can talk about that later. All right. I got to back up. I saw. Seesaw. I feel like I've seen entire shows through short snippets. Dude, same. Seriously. But like the ones that really, really do well are shows that make sure they are like YouTube shows. The dramas or the coffee ones, like those are really, really funny. But yeah, when I see clips of movies and stuff like that, just know that people aren't doing it to, like, especially now when you see them, they're not doing it to make money off YouTube. They're doing it to make money in other ways. Imagine you made a movie, right? You came up with a movie, the new Spider-Man movie, for instance, and you want people to see it more in theaters. So you hire a shitload of clipper channels to make clips of that movie to put it out on YouTube as guerrilla marketing. It's not all about AdSense. It's not all about AdSense. It's about attention. Why do you think algorithm is so engagement driven instead of retention and hook driven? That is engagement. Engagement driven instead of retention and hook driven. Okay, so I don't understand your question, because like if you have a good hook, then it makes people engage. They watch, right? And so yeah, I don't know what you mean, because like it is definitely retention. Like that is one engagement metric that it matters. It's very difficult to answer that question because it seems inherently false the way that you've asked it. Comments, shares, and follows. Okay. So you're saying that likes, comments, shares, and follows control what YouTube does more than retention. I mean, it's just like, it's just not true. engagement slop gets popular on YouTube and only YouTube. That's also not true. It's not because of the engagement though. Like, I guess I would have to see. I mean, if you have examples, just know that like my YouTube is way different than yours. You know, if it's something that you engage with, that you watch, it's going to appear to you a lot more. I see most of my stuff is like very retention driven, where people have to watch it for it to matter. But I'm sure that there's like some sort of math or algorithm or whatever. I can't pretend to know the answer to that, but retention is a big deal. And soon enough, the chat and shares feature that's going to be the bigger deal, because like that's how Instagram's, at least for mine, Instagram's Reels, like the algorithm is so much better, and it's because of the share function. Oh, they're gone. Okay. Bad retention, don't get likes. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing. People got to stick around for the content to engage with it. I could say, like, if somebody looks at their content and they see like 10 likes on it, but like their retention is like 200%, but they have like 10 likes, then they're like, oh, well, YouTube should care more about this because of the retention. But it's not the only thing that matters. And so some people, they come up with these ideas like, oh, this matters more than that. It's like, dude, you don't know, I don't know. There's like no way to know. It's just much smarter than we are. Let's just say that. Do you think YouTube will increase the size of videos on the homepage, having 2 videos instead of 3, since they increase the size? I've seen it a couple times where they've done that to me. I don't know. I think they're just testing a lot of things, and there's like, it's never permanent, right? It's never permanent. Like, shit. Like the dislikes could come back at any moment. You know what I mean? You just never know. I doubt that, but, here, let's see. So you're saying like this. That's what it would look like instead. I don't know. It seems much more uncomfortable for me at 2. I think 3 is probably the limit. YouTube knows that people, like, decision paralysis gets a lot of people. And so they want to give you the least amount of options, but the best possible options to keep you on the platform. But it never works for me. I end up scrolling like a shitload before I ever pick something. Dislike is back already. See, I mean, it could be for some people. For me, it is...
It's not immediately obvious.
It's not. It's still the heart. But on my phone, it's probably different, to be honest with you. Nope, it's the heart. It's the heart. For me. For me. Okay. I gotta run. I got groceries to get, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow. The VIPs, we're doing the Q&A. We'll be doing it inside the Discord. I don't really think I'll be streaming it on the channel, so if you want to do some live coaching with me personally, go to realcreator.community and join and get your questions in before tomorrow. Till next time.